Champions tonight. My brief speech is going to be on effective speaking. We give speeches to inform people, we give speeches to relay a message, and we give speeches to be informational. There's many things we can do to improve our speaking. I'm going to talk about one tonight, and that's nonverbal speaking. Our posture, our movements, our gestures, and our eye contact. You want to start with the posture. You want to stay in a comfortable, relaxed position, hands down to the side, feet about shoulder width apart. When we make a move, we always come back to our neutral position. We look at people, we scan the room. We don't want to just go like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. You might move this way for a while, talk to one person, look over to the crowd, talk to the rest of them. But you always come back to your neutral position, and when you make a gesture, and you're done with your gesture, you put it back down to the side. You alternate hands, but again, don't look robotic. Use this hand a little while, use this hand another time. Our eye contact should always be, sometimes at some people, but at the crowd, and we want to circle through the room. To that end, there's many things we can do to improve our speaking abilities, and remember, practice makes perfect. I'm early. That was it.
All right. Yeah. Anybody else? What? The only thing that I would critique is you kept looking at the camera.
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even notice the camera.
Yeah.
I might have been looking through it at the crowd, but I didn't notice it.
He was
you
looking
kept-
at
you
me,
go over there
man.
and you kept looking at the camera, like what Pastor does when he's preaching. Yeah. So that was great. But that was my only critique. Anybody else?
The only thing I would say is I think to draw people in, not only you had to be dynamic, which I thought you did pretty well on, but you didn't smile at all until you was over.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I saw you smile.
That's good.
So, you want to make sure that you're letting people know that we're all on the same side.
That's good. That's a good word.
But you did a good job, though. I was really impressed.
Yeah, I was too. That's the first time I heard you say. Yep. Yeah. Can I say that? Okay, so next, number 2.
But a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul. Okay, well, we had hired this guy, I don't know, I'll say 5-6 years ago, okay. The guy was a multimillionaire. I mean, had $900,000 in stock, all kind of. But anyway, the point being was, he just lived and breathed money. Every day when he came in, he knew what the stock market was doing or what it wasn't doing. If it wasn't doing good, he didn't have a good look on his face. And, he was, I'll try to talk like he talked. He kind of talked like a girl, so he'd say, well, my father said you have to do this way or that way, or, but anyway. But he said, one of the things he said was he had to keep a car or truck 20 years to get his money's worth out of it. That was one of his deals. His dad had been dead like 5 years. And one day when we was going to the gate, I was bringing him to the gate, was in the scooter, and I said, I don't even know how we got up on this subject, but he said, that's really my father's money. I'm just taking care of it. Like his dad had been dead 5 years. I said, okay, Jed. His name was Jed. I mean, this guy was a weird duck. I mean, that's all you could really say. But, the point being, 30 seconds. The point being was, and I was telling Chester, with all the money this guy had, he still worked all the overtime he could. He wore a pager home, and none of the hourly people wear pagers home, And I mean, he had all that money. But my point being, it was never enough. I got to get more. I got to work overtime. When are we going to work some overtime? One thing.
Okay, stay up there. Stay up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, that was good, Dave. I mean, your point, to me, you got your point across. That you can't, we were talking about that this morning, the men. You can't ever, what's enough? You can't ever get enough. One thing I would say is you kept looking at me.
You're so cute.
I know. Okay, now we got another problem. No, but, you know, just kind of look at your audience, really,
Yeah.
and that's hard to do, I know.
Yeah.
But I thought it was somebody else. Oh, and then you said 30 seconds?
Yeah.
You know, whenever he, you know.
Well,
Oh, we're gonna hammer you,
I thought
baby. We're
said-
gonna hammer you.
I thought you said when he waved that thing, you had
But don't acknowledge the timekeeper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
30
yeah.
seconds.
Oh, Benny will get you. Somebody else.
I thought he seemed real calm up there, Sharon.
I did too.
You know, not the typical, you know,
I would be
stoic.
nervous talking about $900,000.
Yeah.
Well, if I could have talked a little bit longer, I was gonna say some other stuff that, you know, one time he gave this guy a sandwich and after he said, "You wanna eat this sandwich?" The guy started eating, he said, "I've got to tell you, it's $2.50 for the sandwich," you know, but
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
No, okay, but here's the deal. You remember when you said there, I gotta talk like the girl. You know, you did that kind of stuff. That wasn't part of your,
No,
you know, your point. So I'm saying you could have got that other in there if you
if I
would.
wouldn't have left that, if I
Yeah.
left that out.
So that's part of the 2-minute thing,
Yeah.
really honing, getting your point
Yeah.
across, you know. I'm like Sean, I thought you were very relaxed, surprising. I was like,
I'm
okay,
surprised,
You know,
yeah.
David can
Well,
speak like that.
you know, we, if y'all let me talk some more,
Do
would.
you give speeches?
No. We gotta go talk to the guys over the shop.
Okay.
And a lot of people go in a big, long story. I just go in there and say, da, 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 you know, that's it. I don't go into all kind of long stories. You don't need to hear all that,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, I remember you saying that before too.
Yeah.
You can tell you got. Thanks, David.
Wait.
Good job. Oh, Wayne.
Oh, Wayne?
Well, I've been waiting for somebody to
Well, I was
speak.
just gonna say, you kind of did a couple of rabbit trails, because twice I heard you say, but anyway. And so, you know, it's a
Yeah.
tough thing, but whenever it's hard to stay focused, because what that tells me is that you have what you're trying to talk to, then your mind starts thinking of something, and all of a sudden, and then you start
Yeah.
vocalizing
I
it.
do that.
Then all of a sudden you realize, oh wait, I'm off subject. Okay, but anyway, let's go back to where we're
That's
supposed to be.
good.
Yeah.
So it's you know,
That's
just
a great.
having that realization of that's what you do. If you have a tendency to do that,
Yeah.
then you can
That's
changing
why,
that.
you know, the time is so critical whenever you have a time limit,
Yeah.
that you have to stay on track and on message.
Very good. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
he did a good job.
Chester,
I would give a very positive thing. In communicating, you know, believability is kind of the key. It doesn't
Wow.
matter how great of a speaker you are. I mean,
Right.
there are folks like in the White House who can spin great, but you just don't believe what they say. You have a quality of sincerity about your delivery. I believe what you said, you know, and that's something, I guess, it just, I don't know if you can learn that or buy it or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's a very good quality to have.
That is good.
He did circle around and come back and proved what his leading was.
Right.
Well, the guy always wanting to work, doing overtime, had all that money, still for what? So he did a good job at that.
Yeah. Very good. Thanks, Dave.
Okay.
All right.